They just keep saying he looks zesty.
Who's
Light
that?
skinned dude. What's his name? He plays for Dallas, I think. Man, what's his? He's got two last names.
What is up, guys?
Hey, we just jumped right in. We're talking
Yeah, we did.
basketball.
Yeah,
We
we
got a
did.
lot going on right
Talking
now.
basketball,
There's a
hockey.
whole lot of NHL going on.
Our Texas team ain't letting us down right now, except for them Cowboys. But I ain't a Cowboys fan because they suck.
I'll tell you who is letting you down, me, because I've been missing basketball. I didn't watch last night's game. I saw Sunday night. I saw Sunday's game,
Oh, you're missing.
and then
it,
I haven't
dude.
watched since. And here we are.
Even the Boston series was great. I mean, if they
Boston
didn't,
did great.
if Halliburton wasn't out, I think it might have went maybe another game or two. But I mean, they didn't beat bad. I mean, it was always close games. It was always close, but
Yeah, losing.
they did good without Halliburton.
Took a toll.
I was about to say I will give Indiana, they did great with not having Halliburton.
Ant-Man's been going nuts. He hasn't let off the gas. It's killing me.
He's not done too bueno this series. Like
What?
Mavericks have been shutting him down, and then first game
You got to think about the whole series, though. He's had his moments for sure this run.
Not in this series. The other ones, yes, he's done pretty good, but this series, no, he's actually done not very good. Except for last night, I think he dropped like 24 points. But no,
I'm just searching for this guy. It's killing me not knowing his name. Towns. Carl Anthony Towns.
Yeah.
He's been looking crazy.
He's looked shitty, and then actually had a good game last night because they were even talking about that last night too, because how bad he's been playing in the series too. And then he goes out there and then fouls out with like 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Him and Rudy Gobert were in foul trouble pretty much the whole.
I did see that.
Sent out like middle of the fourth quarter because he had 5 fouls with like 6 minutes left in the third quarter.
I forget who Towns fouled. He was going straight up in the air, and they called him. I think they said he was moving forward.
Luka.
Oh, it was Luka. He fouled. Immediately protest with the ref, and that's the Twitter clip I keep seeing him protesting with the ref.
Oh yeah, dude, he's been getting blasted. But no, dude, like I thought they were gonna do it. I was hoping they would do it. But,
just a clean sweep.
Yeah, I was hoping they'd do a clean sweep.
Well, they're still. I mean, again, though, nobody's ever come back from a 3-0 run in the finals.
I mean, there hasn't, but I mean, I don't know. There's always that one. There's always that chance.
Then again, if you're having problems here, what are you going to do when you go against Boston?
I don't feel like they're having problems. I feel like honestly, the two that win, whoever wins this series is winning the championship.
Well, maybe not having problems, but even just not being able to have a clean sweep.
Boston has enough to beat either Minnesota or Dallas.
Offensively or defensively?
Both.
Really?
Both.
I think defensively they're impenetrable.
Dude, I just don't.
Boston is scary defensively.
I don't think that they have it.
No?
And it's kind of like, I mean, Ant was talking all that crap, saying that he was going to guard Kyrie, and then after the game, he talks about how tired he was. Like it's not easy guarding Kyrie
that's true.
for 48 minutes. Like you're just not going to do it. I don't care who you are. It's kind of like trying to guard Curry the whole time. And that's what Chris Paul was talking about too. He was like, I tried to guard
Curry,
and he was like, in the second half, we had to go to a different game plan because I was gassed. He's like, the dude he doesn't stop running. It's the same with Kyrie. He doesn't stop running, dude.
True,
like,
his conditioning is different.
You're not going to be able to just hang out with Kyrie and do it. And that's why he was gassed. I mean, I get it, dude. Like, you're big-headed. You're one of the best players in the NBA right now, and you want to go against and guard the best player. But your teammates need to come up to you and be like, hey, dude, like, we got to go a different game plan. You're like, you're gassed.
Well, yeah,
like we need you, and there's no point in you gassing yourself just to guard Kyrie to make a point, and you didn't make your point because he dropped like 30-something points on you.
Well, it's hard not to make the argument that they need more help. That Kyrie and Luka are not enough. It's hard not to.
No, I mean,
put the blame on their teammates.
They got a squad,
but so many missed opportunities though.
They got Jones Jr. over there. They got what's his name? PJ
Williams Jr.
Isn't there something like that, or Martinez Jr. or something? He's a junior.
Yeah, too. He's nice. I think he hit the buzzer beater to get. Oh, who did they play last? Before they were playing. It was a couple games ago. I'm see what happens, man. I'm off. But again, though, it's hard not to make the argument that they need more help in Dallas.
I thought so until I've been watching them in the playoffs, and they really don't need any help. Like they got a squad, and especially that. Well, he was out last game because he got hit in the head by Cat in game 3. He took a knee to the back of the head hard, and so he was out this game. And he didn't get a concussion or anything. He was just had soreness in the neck. But dude, he's been balling out. And it's crazy how many alley oops they've been throwing to him and the other center that they got too. And they look good. I'm serious. Like honestly, whoever wins this series is winning. I feel like is going to win the championship. I don't feel like Boston has enough to stop either one of them.
That's bold, man. Boston's been coming for a lot of years.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it plans out.
I'm not trying to be a Dallas hater either. I love Dallas. I really love to see Dallas do it. But there's so many missed opportunities. If Luka doesn't shoot the ball, even when Kyrie takes it inside, it's not a guarantee. But I mean, nobody's perfect. But I'm just saying.
I mean, they only lost by 5 last night, and they had a terrible shooting.
The alley-oops have been abundant. The inside game is strong, but
their shooting was terrible last night, and they only lost by 5 points. Like
I don't know, man.
I feel like if
Boston has this lockdown defense that really is hard to break.
Yeah, but they haven't played anybody crazy. I don't feel like they haven't played a squad like
Dallas has right now.
Dallas, well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm not taking anything away from Dallas. I recant my statements from earlier. Dallas is doing fantastic right now.
I like Boston. I hope that they do get them a championship because I do like Tatum, and I feel like they do have a good squad. But I don't know. I don't feel like either they have enough to beat either the Timberwolves or
Indiana.
No, Dallas. Indiana's out. So Boston's in the finals. So they're just waiting to see if it's going to be Dallas or Minnesota.
Minnesota is who I was thinking of.
But I don't know. They're going back to Minnesota tomorrow. So we'll see. We'll see if they finish it out tomorrow, if they're going to come back. Because Michael Parsons was at the game because they were in Dallas, of course, and got a picture with Ant. And he was like, hey, I need a pair of shoes. And he was like, I wear a size 14. And Ant says, I'll bring you a pair during game 6.
Damn.
Because they'll be back in Dallas. I was like, that's a bold strategy.
Yeah.
But
it's been a live fucking series. It's been
a good series. I didn't see them going up 3-0. I really didn't. Because like when we talked on the pod last, I thought it was going to at least go to game 6, and that's when Dallas finished it out at home for game 6. And it's a possibility they might still do that. I mean, if they don't win the game, they're going to come back, and hopefully they do, because I don't feel like you need to go to game 7. That's not good to have them on fire like that to go to game 7. You
can't take it to game 7.
You definitely don't want that.
I see if they win at home because they're going back to. Oh, no, they said
they're going to Minnesota for game 5, and then back home for game 6, and then back in Minnesota for game 7.
I could see them winning at home, but when they come back to Dallas, you got to take it away.
Yeah,
that home
but I mean, and like I said, they should have won last night. But I mean, they shot terrible. I mean, they did make a lot of. It was back and forth the whole night. Even though I mean, it's not like they lost by a whole lot, but if their shots would have fell, it would have been a blowout. I feel like.
Well, there's always tomorrow, I'm excited for that game. I think this game on.
Why are you excited? You ain't gonna watch it.
I'm definitely gonna watch it.
You ain't gonna watch it.
I'm gonna be locked in.
I've been doing well. It's like I'm talking to myself over here because you don't.
Well, I was so bummed out that Saturday there was no UFC. I was looking forward to fights. I've been resorting to boxing. I've been resorting to.
You see, Tyson Fury's getting a rematch automatically.
Why was there such controversy with Usyk? Why couldn't he keep the belt? Why did they strip the belt immediately?
Did they already strip it?
Immediately, like within days. I think within like the next.
I didn't know they already stripped it. I heard they were talking about that he was going to get one of them stripped because he had to put it up so fast and he couldn't recover that fast. So they were going to strip some belt. I don't know, and I don't even know how true it was because I don't follow boxing like I used to.
Yeah, I don't either. But the fight was incredible.
They were talking about that, but
fantastic.
Then they were talking about there's a rematch. So I'm like, what belt?
Well, there was a rematch clause. Yeah, there was a rematch clause.
I didn't know what belt they stripped or what.
Tyson agreed to the rematch, but he legitimately lost.
Did he? Did you watch it,
dude? I might have taken notes on it because I wanted to talk about it. That fight was insane.
From what I was hearing, and this is from here, just like the talks and stuff like that. He says he won, but I mean,
Fury was out. Fury was out on his feet. No lie. If you would have saw this, you would agree with me.
I did see where he's like holding onto the.
He slumped into the ropes, and then he grabbed on. He held on, and then he clutched, but he was out on his feet. Is that
you in your notes, man?
Oh, this is the only way I remember anything.
You got to keep them in your head, man.
This is the only way I remember anything. These are all old ones, though. I guess I didn't take notes on the other. There's so much going on in my head. I can't keep memories and shit. Like, I have a notebook. It's the only way I get through my job is I keep this notebook and I just check shit off as I go, like obligations I need to take care of. So if I don't keep it organized and look at it, I'm not gonna remember a fucking thing. Like, dead serious. I have a hard time remembering like the day before. My memory's kind of gone. I don't know what it is.
I can only imagine what it's gonna be like when you get old.
Basically, like, I'm borderline Alzheimer's right now. I'm really I'm like dementia deficit type shit. Like, it's coming. Obviously, memory's already non-existent. I remember cool shit or shit. Like, if we start talking about it and remind me, I'll start to trail along. But some people be like, "What did you have for dinner last night?" I'll be like,
ain't that bad.
Yeah, my days start to run together too. So the later in the week, like Thursday, I hit a wall, man, and the days are I'll tell you I did something. This has been going on since when I worked with you, because I remember one time I went a little too. I don't know how many days I was working in a row, but I moved some money around in the system, and it wasn't in the so I like went back and looked at counted the drawer for so long. I was there for like an hour later that like somebody had to show up and be like, "Hey, it's all good. We'll figure it out tomorrow." Like, in it, when they figured it out, I had done it the day before. Like, it was a weird situation, but I remember I had done it the day before, and I've always been like, I mean, I don't know, man. My memory's never really been there. But who the fuck needs memory anyway? I mean, we're not gonna remember any of this shit, and if you don't write it down, other people forget too. You know what I mean?
I mean, you kind of need a memory.
Your memory's gonna go by the time you're 42. You're not gonna remember any of the cool shit you're doing now. Not on a daily basis. Maybe the big things. I remember having a kid.
It's funny because you ain't got no memory, but I bring up some music right now, and that memory's coming back.
I've got knowledge. You don't need to remember shit when you got knowledge. You know what I'm saying? That's what I say.
I can talk music with you, and you'll go for hours.
Well, if I'm really interested in something, I can tell you all about it. But
especially a movie that's in black and white, like, who still watches black and white movies?
You. So many people do.
And then he's like, he's like, "Oh, have you seen this movie?" And I'm like, "No, I wouldn't." He was like, "Dude, it's a black and white one, and it was great."
But you'll be pissed if I'm like, "Nah, I've never seen Billy Madison." You'll be like, "What the fuck?"
That's un-American.
That's hard to understand, though.
That's like, man, we were talking. It's like today we're at work. We're talking about they were going to order some pizza, and it was late. And I was like, "You never pay full price for a pizza that's late." And they were like, "What are you talking about?"
Well, how old are they? Are they they got to be older than 25 to get that one.
They are. One's like 27. I think the other one, she said she turns 29 this year.
Well, there's no excuse.
That's if
you didn't watch Ninja Turtles, then your parents, they just didn't
That's what I told them. I was like, that's un-American too. It's like not seeing Billy Madison. That's un-American.
I've seen Big Daddy. I've seen the ones that matter. I've seen Happy Gilmore.
No, you haven't. I mean, that's the one that matters. That's the one that matters.
That was the first one. Everybody gets a first one to like see if you're going to be good, and then he gets creative control. I think he had more creative control with the other ones, like Happy Gilmore.
He killed it.
Which was what else am I thinking? He had some really good early shit. You know what? People hate on Adam Sandler. I was watching Grown Ups 2 just the other day when I was picking my car up from the auto shop. I love Adam Sandler. They were watching at the auto shop. Me and my wife sat down and we were like, "This shit is great."
At Myers?
Yeah. They were just watching Grown Ups 2. I was like, "Hell yeah, dude." Let me know in a little bit. We were like watching it for a while. He's made some really good shit recently. I know I brought it up before, but the do-over was hilarious.
I heard that the space one was terrible.
It's called like Spaceman or
Spaceman. I think so.
Some shit like that.
Somebody was talking about Jared was talking about it at work, and he said that one was terrible.
I believe it.
I haven't seen it. I hardly don't watch any new movies like lately. I have not seen any new movies lately.
I saw a new movie recently. It was really hard one. Iron Claw. The Iron Claw. You heard about the Iron Claw? No, it came out a couple months ago.
The last thing that I watched, and it was on Netflix. I watched the roast of Tom Brady.
Oh, was that great?
Dude, it was
Nikki Glazer shut that shit down, didn't she?
The girl,
the blonde girl, Nikki Glazer. She's incredible, dog. She's always been fire, but now she's
funny,
astronomical,
bro. She killed it. There was I felt bad for Aaron Hernandez. Like there were so many. Like, and even her, she was like, "Yeah, you got Kevin Hart up here standing on the stool that Aaron Hernandez fell off of." And I was like, bro, and
that's
like,
not even cool.
And then I saw a deal about Aaron Hernandez's wife and stuff like that, and she was upset about it because she was like, I mean, even though he's gone, like he still has a child, and she sees this and she's hearing this and everything like that. And I was like, it was. Yeah. I could see like one or two, but man, like everybody that got up there threw out Aaron Hernandez. Even
it's kind of ballsy for Netflix to even invest in some shit like that with these hard-hitting comedians that they got. They know we're gonna go hard as fuck. That's like an HBO type thing to do, or a Comedy Central, like behind a paywall. Netflix did that shit. That's crazy.
It was talked about forever. It was great. It was funny. Oh yeah, it was Nikki really Glazer's funny.
Fucking great.
But I was surprised how much
Tony Hinchcliffe, the little short dude that came out of the crowd.
They threw in.
I didn't see it, but I heard all about
Aaron
it.
Hernandez.
Oh, Hernandez, yeah.
It was crazy how many jokes there were.
I'm surprised there weren't more Robert Kraft getting jerked off at the Maiden House.
He was thrown in there a little bit, but not as much as
he got shut down though. I forget his name. He does all the roasts. It's really a shame that I can never remember his name. He's a man. It's gonna kill me. Anyways, he went up there and said something about he got a massage. They clipped it, so that's the only part I heard. And then Tom Brady goes up there, he's like, "Don't say that shit again." Why are you getting upset that he's saying? I mean, probably because Robert Kraft's sitting right there. I imagine
he was there. Belichick even got up there and threw some shade and stuff like that, and it was funny. It was
really?
Well, yeah, he threw some shade. But if you haven't watched it, you need to watch it. It's really good. Kim Kardashian gets up there.
And, I just realized I had the
Tom Brady throws shade at Kim Kardashian. She was like, "Yeah, it's kind of crazy that you left your kids with Kanye to come here."
Oh, I saw that on Twitter. Yeah, she wasn't happy about it.
She wasn't happy, but it was funny. But dude, it was honestly great, and especially Tom Brady's wife. Man, they threw a lot of shade at Tom Brady's ex-wife.
Yeah, I saw the Nikki Glazer joke. She was like, "You hear that, Tom? That's the sound of the pool boy's balls slapping against your wife's ass," or something like that. She's fucking killer.
And she was like, my boyfriend's here, and she was like, "Man, it don't even matter." She was like, the things that I would do to him about Tom Brady. Yeah, she was like, "Yeah, I would leave him right now." But no, it was good. That was the last thing that I've watched. Yeah, I can't tell you any movies that came out.
Iron Claw was good. It's a true story about the Van Wilder brothers, the Von Erichs, the wrestling legacy brothers.
That one. Okay,
yeah, with Jeremy Allen White,
Zac Efron.
And then some other folks that weren't.
I heard that in the previews looked good, but no, I have not watched it.
It was very good. I heard a different story about it. I heard there was some diddling going on. Apparently, no diddling. He was just a bad dad. I don't know. It was really, really good though. And now the Von Erichs are still wrestling. I think Kevin's three sons, are the Von Erichs now in WWE.
I couldn't tell you who's wrestling.
Yeah, I haven't watched wrestling. I've been seeing more and more. It comes up with your sports shit. If you watch sports, no.
I was just on?
As a kid, yes.
Dude, everybody was talking about it. Like, evidently, it was huge.
The Rock came back. I think
I was about to say, yeah. I was like, they said it was like the biggest one that they've ever had,
which is cool because it's blowing up like all other sports and comedy and all this shit.
Well, the only reason I feel like it's getting big like that, like why this WrestleMania was so big, is because you brought back a lot of the old people. Because I think Stone Cold was there, and I mean, I think a lot of the old people. So it brought a lot of the older generation to watch this one because they wanted to watch The Rock and all of them that came back.
It's crazy that it's bigger on the internet than it is when it's live on TV. Because when we're growing up, you rent a pay-per-view WrestleMania, dude. You get everybody around, you rented it.
But this was like a 2-day event.
Oh, that's crazy,
dude. That's what I'm saying.
I'm surprised they didn't put that shit on Netflix. That'd be a good idea.
It was a 2-day event. Yeah, it was crazy. I didn't even know. They were just talking about it at work all the whole time. They're like, "Have you watched it?" And everything. I'm like, no.
A lot of the homies get hate for being into wrestling. I got out of wrestling when I was a little kid, but I used to have. You know what
I
I'm saying?
I did. I wasn't big into it when I was growing up,
wrestlers.
especially with my brothers and stuff like that, because they liked it, so it means I liked it.
My mom bought us these fucking like 16-inch Randy Savage, Macho Man. One was Macho Man Randy Savage, I think. One was Diamond Dallas Page. One was Conan. Conan used to fight with Rey Mysterio. I don't know if you remember back when they were real West Coast lowrider boys. And they used to talk to each other. They had buttons in their stomachs right here. And they were tall. Nigga, this was like 2004. I don't know. These were some badass, because they recognized each other. So they'd be like, you push the button on Conan, and if he was facing Diamond Dallas Page, he'd be like, DDP, I'm gonna smash you. Like, it was fucking sick, It was really cool to have, I was deep into that shit we had so many.
I definitely watched it growing up, and I went to the ones that were here and got pictures with Stone Cold and all of them.
I met
which was really cool.
I met not the Nature Boy. Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid.
I was gonna say, yeah.
I met the Heartbreak Kid working at.
He's from
Steakhouse.
here. I was gonna say he has a
ranch
I think
here.
Like a ranch in I think it's like Merkel or something.
This is with his wife. He signed autographs for the whole kitchen staff. We were all hype, bro. This was like 10 years ago. It was so much fun. And I saw that nigga today with Sexy Red driving around.
Who?
Shawn Michaels.
He was driving
around with Sexy Red. She's singing his Nature Boy, not Nature Boy. Fuck, I keep saying that song that he comes out to, his theme song.
Oh yeah.
I know I'm sexy.
Yeah.
I got the looks, and she's singing it, and then when it starts doing the she turns the camera and he's driving. I was like, what the fuck is she doing with the Heartbreak Kid? And then they're taking pictures together. It's it's fucking live. It's a really live time. It's really live time.
I saw she was with another dude saying that they were all flirting and stuff like that, but he was another white dude. And she was always talking about how she don't like white boys.
Shane Gillis threw the pitch out for the Phillies.
Who?
Shane Gillis, the comedian.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. His Netflix stand-up comedy special, I would recommend. Beautiful Dogs.
Threw out a pitch the other day too.
Did he really?
Yeah. I don't remember who. I saw the picture of it there.
Brazil?
No, it was here in the U.S. I think he fights this weekend.
Yeah, you're right.
He fights this weekend.
Yeah, right. 302 is upon us, baby.
I was gonna say, I think he's on 302. I think he's co-main event.
Yeah.
Kevin
Holland might be down third.
He's fighting. What's his name? Chimaev.
Yeah, Khamzat Chimaev.
Oh man, I hope he knocks him out. Please knock him out.
That'd be exciting. But Khamzat.
I wish they would give it, because like
he's a great fighter.
I don't feel like he is as good as he thinks he is. Like,
he does need to be humbled. I'll give him that.
I want him to go 5 rounds.
It's like Bo Nickel.
I want him to go 5 rounds.
I respect the shit out of this guy because obviously he's deep in his craft. But at the same time, it'd be nice to see like a bully get humbled.
Because dude, he barely wins. Like the one that they said he beat. What's his name? And
Gilbert?
No, Usman.
Oh no, he knocked out Gilbert, right? No,
I think
he didn't knock out. Somebody else knocked out Gilbert.
No, I was about to say Gilbert.
Because Gilbert was going for a choke.
Oh, that dude from Australia.
Volk?
He should have lost the fight. He won it.
Oh yes,
he won it with
Jack Della Maddalena.
Yes, he won it barely.
Yeah, that was a great.
But
fight.
It was I feel like he lost to Usman.
He went out on a shield,
and then they gave the fight to him. But that's what I said. Like, even if they would have went 2 more rounds, like Chamaz was gassed, and that's what I said. Like, I just don't like.
If they had 2 more rounds, Usman could have done it because Usman was not
championship ready.
Yeah, Usman is like the champion for that weight class, dog. So
that's
that was like the biggest test he could be against.
He looked good. That's what I'm saying. But you gave them 1 more round. Chamaz was not winning that fight, and I don't think he won the fight anyway. It was very, very, very close.
It was close, but I agree with you.
I feel like
I think the takedown.
I think Usman won that fight.
Yeah, I think the ground game and the defensive, the amount of time pressing the submissions and shit. Not even submissions, but just trying to work trying to get him on the ground. He couldn't take Usman down for the longest, I think, if I'm remembering that fight correctly. But
no,
you know how they score this.
He was gassed. He definitely won the first round.
2 more rounds. Usman, 100%.
Chamaz definitely won the first round, but I feel like he lost 2 and 3.
I'd have to watch the fight again. It's been weeks.
Oh,
I'm telling you, my memory is dog shit. My memory is.
It's been months since that fight's happened, but I feel like Usman took that fight on short notice. He took that fight on short notice.
He performed too, man. He did great.
He looked good. He looked good. I give Usman that, and to go out there on short notice and fight Chimaev, that's not easy. That's not easy. It's not easy fighting him with the full camp.
That dude's beat everybody that he's. Has he lost yet?
Who?
Khamzat?
No,
he hasn't lost yet. He's like 19 or.
Yeah,
I don't want to guess.
He's undefeated.
I want to say he's like 18 or 19
but he's fighting a dude that swings. That's the thing. You bet to see how good that jaw is.
Oh yeah, because he was supposed to fight. Wasn't Khamzat supposed to fight Nate Diaz? But then he something happened.
Because Costa just had that fight with Whitaker, and that was a crazy fight too. They were both crazy.
Well, then who am I thinking about that knocked out Gilbert? Because Gilbert was like pressing a submission, and he kind of
just named him Jack.
It was Jack Della Maddalena. Yeah. So who won?
Because he broke his arm. He broke his forearm in that fight too.
Oh yeah. Well, then who won in the Gilbert fight that you just said? Gilbert and you just said he fought.
I didn't say Gilbert. Gilbert lost. Yeah, he lost his last fight.
Yeah, he lost that fight to Jack, but before that,
I think he fought Chimaev too. I think so, but he took him on short notice too, and they went the whole distance too. He should have lost. It was like one of the good fights too. Chimaev barely won that fight too.
Gilbert's the fucking man,
dude. He's a dog. He is a straight dog. I mean, it doesn't matter. You can call that dude right now, and he will fight tomorrow. That's the thing about Gilbert. He will fight no matter what. When it is, you call him anytime. He's ready to fight.
Yeah, he won't say no to anybody, no matter their rank. Like, he doesn't give a shit. Yeah, Jack Maddalena.
What do you think about?
He lost to Bilal Muhammad.
Yeah, what do you think about? I was just about to say, what do you think about Muhammad fighting Edwards?
Man, I think it's going to be the most boring fight we've ever seen between two fully capable, former champion and up and coming undefeated superstar. I've never seen a more boring, slow fighter than Bilal Muhammad. It really pisses me off to watch Bilal Muhammad fight.
He's been training with
and Leon.
He's been training with what is his name? The dude from Russia.
Bulk?
No, he's from Russia. Khabib.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's been Khabib's training camp.
Leon or
no? Muhammad.
Oh.
He's been fighting. He's been training with the dude that's fighting this weekend too, against Dustin Poirier, the other Russian that has the belt, the lightweight belt.
Makhachev is fighting Dustin Poirier, right?
Yeah,
crazy.
He's been in training camp with them.
It's so scary
the whole time, and he's been training with Khabib. So, I mean,
Dustin's a black belt jiu-jitsu too.
He's gonna try to get that.
But grappling isn't grappling.
He's gonna try to get that guillotine.
He better leave that guillotine alone this time. He's not.
Oh,
this ain't the guy.
This is not the guy.
Put hands on this guy.
Yeah,
he's been KO'd before. You need to put hands on this fucking guy.
You gotta swing on this.
Yeah.
Like, don't try to go to the ground.
Try it. Well, I wouldn't say don't even try it, but don't go for the sub. Just get up. I'd say don't go for the sub attempt. You get a lot of points for going for the submission attempt, but just get up.
I think on this one, he needs to kind of do what Volk did: stay up with him and fight him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what he's got to do. He's got to do what Volk did.
Dustin isn't weak on the ground. It's not what I'm saying, but you're just wasting time. The only way to beat him is to knock him out.
I don't think Dustin's as good on not trying to get taken to the ground as Volk is.
No, I wouldn't say that either. Like defending the takedown.
Yeah.
No, yeah, Volk is the man. He's a fucking tree
trunk. He needs to.
Poised.
That's the fight he needs to be watching. That rematch. 100%. That fight. He needs to rewatch that and just watch that and see what he needs to do because he needs to stay up and just box that dude.
He needs to watch a couple Islam fights.
I feel like if he stays up, he's got it. He's got it.
Islam's strong too. He's got hands. But Dustin's hands are second to none.
Oh yeah,
second to none.
He doesn't got Dustin's hands.
He does.
That's kind of like, dude. Like it's kind of like y'all sleeping on Max.
All right,
dude. Like,
I'd never sleep on Dustin. Max, I just wasn't a fan before. I haven't seen a bunch of his fights. He was a star back before I was deep into the UFC. So
a star
just like Nate. I never saw a Nate fight until he boxed.
And then the Gaethje.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Like, but Gaethje.
let's be frank here. Gaethje is nobody to sleep on.
No, he's nobody fucking. And I like Gaethje, and I'm not saying he's to sleep on him, but he's the same way. Like
Max blew me away.
No,
God damn,
he doesn't have hands like Dustin. And if he's gonna try to like that dude that he just fought, where is he from? I think he was like from Turkey or whatever. He was the dude that was undefeated.
Was it Ilia Topuria?
Yeah, the one that he slept. He was like the upcoming fighter, and everybody was telling Dustin not to take that fight because he's just been sleeping.
Benoit Saint-Denis, the Frenchman. Holy shit. I was even like, no, you shouldn't have done that.
Dude.
And he slapped him. He exposed his weakness.
But that's the thing. He tried to stay up and try to outbox Dustin, and you can't do that.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And so that's the thing that this training camp, he's guaranteed is coming in here because he watched that fight. So they're telling him, you take him down. So Dustin, the whole camp, I hope Dustin, this whole camp is practiced on his takedown defense.
Yeah, definitely.
Because you know that's what he's gonna do. Because I know Khabib's telling him not to stand up and fight this dude.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And Dustin trusts his own abilities and everything, which is why he kept threatening the guillotine.
I feel like honestly, win or lose, Dustin's retiring. Win or lose.
Anik doesn't think so.
You don't think so?
And John Anik said he doesn't think so.
I feel like
somebody else said
because he told his wife he said he didn't want to fight after 35.
Nobody wants to see him leave.
He's 35 right now.
Yeah,
and then he's getting another chance to fight for the belt. I feel like, dude, like that's the way. That's kind of like most of these football players. They win that Super Bowl, they're done. But I feel like that's what he's gonna do. He's like, I got the belt. Like I don't need to prove anything else. Like he's gotten it before. He's got it now.
If you ask your 15-year-old self how old do you want to live, you probably be like, I don't know, 50, 60. But fighters age in fucking dog years. They do. So now that he's hitting 35, I'm sure his head's still deep into fighting.
I'm not saying it's not deep. It's kind of like anybody that retires from basketball or football or anything like that. I mean, they're still in it.
I'm waiting to see retire. Clay Guida and fucking Jim Miller. Jim's a dog. And Clay has almost as many fights, I believe. And it's just like every time Clay fights, I'm waiting for the interview. I'm waiting for him to pull the gloves off, and he's just like, won my night. Or he's been winning. Actually, I'm hating, but he's been winning.
Nick Diaz is coming to fight in Abu Dhabi.
There's no need for that. Who I was talking about that earlier. Was it Robbie Lawler that he fought a few years ago? Because right after the fight, and obviously Nick lost and kind of threw in the towel throughout the fight and was just kind of getting beat, but wasn't going out, which is what he does when he's outclassed.
And you can't really take off like he's been taking. Like he didn't fight forever because I think he was in trouble.
I thought he retired. I have no idea.
I thought he was.
He's another guy that I didn't see his upcoming, and like I haven't really seen him fight. And so then he finally
came back and then fought and then got his butt whooped. And then
he's talking to him after the fight, right?
And then he's taken another time. I don't think he's fought in like over a year, maybe a year and a half.
I can't. And
so you're gonna try to come fight again.
Abu Dhabi, which is probably gonna be a big number. Is it? Oh, it's a fight night, which is crazy. There's a fight night in Abu Dhabi, but I guess
they just signed a new contract with Abu Dhabi to have so many fights over there and everything like that.
They're gonna end up selling to the fucking Arabs, dude.
Oh, I'm sure.
They got all the money.
I'm sure whenever Dana's ready to like go, then I guarantee it that they get it. But they're gonna have to get somebody kind of like Dana, like someone big, to run that place like he does. I mean, I'm just like I don't feel like somebody from Abu Dhabi is gonna be able to run it like he does.
Right? Who would
you're
be
gonna
the
predecessor? You're gonna have to get a big face to run that franchise for y'all. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like you'd have to get somebody like Joe Rogan or something. And which Joe's like, I'm retiring when Dana retires.
Right,
so I'm saying you're not going to get him, but you need somebody like Joe Rogan or something like that to be the face of that.
It would probably be like Cormier, somebody who loves the game, somebody who really loves the sport though, and somebody who the fighters respect.
I feel like
why not Cormier? I mean, he talks a lot. He's overly comfortable on the show, but what's wrong with him as far as being in the head of that? I think he's always been fair. He's a great trainer. I think he's a better coach than, well, you can't say better coach than he was fighter because he's like multiple-time champion. And
I don't know. I just don't think he could be the
somebody who's like honest, earnest, nice, someone approachable.
Because
someone
like Dana, he doesn't give a crap about anything. He doesn't. Like
But is that always a good thing?
I think so, because that industry is a cutthroat. I mean, that's the one thing. The reason I love that UFC is because it's cutthroat, and Dana doesn't give a crap about anything. He just say whatever you want and do whatever you want and everything like that.
That's a good point. You wouldn't want it to soften up at all.
Because all the other ones, you get fined if you say shit or anything like that. Like, you can't say any cuss word or talk bad about anybody. You can't talk bad about a ref. You can't do any of that. You're gonna get fined. There, like, Dana don't care.
Yeah,
he's like, I mean, it's pretty much their freedom of speech. Let them say whatever they want.
I remember when Israel Adesanya.
I was about to say, I was literally just about to say that.
And just calling him the N-word.
Calling him the N-word.
And
he was
they
like,
asked about Dana after the fight.
Well, he is black, so I mean, like, dude, like, what does it matter? Like Dana said, he didn't care.
And on top of that, who else is going to like hear out his fighters being like, hey, instead, this is the episode 3, this is fight fucking number 300, let's have the bonus be 300K, and he's like, it's 300K, fuck it. Like, who else is gonna have that fuck it mentality?
That's what I'm saying.
Be rich enough
you're gonna have to have somebody that's like that, and I don't think any of their commentators are like that.
Someone was making an argument in an interview saying that boxing is more exciting than UFC right now. Mighty Mouse, Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson said in an interview yesterday,
I don't think so.
Boxing, well, I don't know. You haven't watched these heavyweight championship boxing fights. Well, not heavyweight championship. I'm sorry, but these last couple boxing matches that were big were fucking exciting, and everybody's there. I did watch
the Ryan Garcia one and everything like that. I mean, I watched that one, and I'm not saying that they're not good. I just don't feel like,
and I'm not agreeing either. I'm not agreeing.
I don't feel
Mighty
like
Mouse.
they're up to US. Or USA. UFC, USA. No, UFC levels yet. I just don't like. They used to be above that. I mean, and I feel like boxing is making a comeback. Like,
yeah,
they
absolutely.
really are. They used to be like, I couldn't tell you the last people that were fighting. I couldn't tell you any boxers, and now I can tell you a bunch of boxers now, because like they've come a long way again in boxing. And which I'm glad. I used to love watching boxing, and then I got out of it because it was boring, man. There was like hardly anybody good fighting anymore.
Yeah. Well, and also, like, that environment that Dana White creates at the UFC is very entertaining. There's only a handful of really entertaining boxers out there that are willing to just like not care about like their social, the way they look socially, and just be the guy that, be the heel or be the shit talker,
Yeah.
And you got like Tank Davis. You got you just said his name. He just fought Ryan Garcia. He just fought, and now he's all on Twitter taking PEDs. Then
I did watch the Canelo fight. I watched that one.
That was a great fight. Did you see Ryan Garcia on Twitter? Like, I love steroids. I'm gonna take steroids right now. Like, he went on his Twitter rant after they popped him for PEDs the second time.
I was about to say he did. Yeah, they retested him and he failed again.
So he started tweeting. He now, in a now deleted tweet, it said. So I guess he went back and cleaned it up. But yeah, he was like, I love steroids. I don't give a fuck. Like, y'all do steroids too.
I don't know. That dude had been thrown off. I was about to say
you see him rapping with that chimp in his fucking Ferrari or whatever. He's driving like a Lamborghini or a Ferrari or something. He's got a chimpanzee next to him. He's rapping like Chief Keef or something.
That wasn't Chief Keef like in with him or something. I saw that he was like in the car or in somebody with another rapper or something like that.
He was just with. He's smoking a blunt. Is it Famous Dex or somebody? He was just with Ryan Garcia.
I don't even know why I'm asking. I can't even remember what you ate for dinner.
Oh, get the fuck. No, it was Fully Fame from Young Nation, which is a legendary Dallas group. But he was with Fame smoking weed. And I was like, you're allowed to smoke weed when you box.
Yeah, you can. I was about to say it, but the only there's only like certain places that drug test. Like, if you box UFC or any sport event like that in Texas, then they drug test. They drug test for weed.
Okay.
But at like Las Vegas and stuff like that, they don't drug test for that, because O'Malley, he's got a weed sponsor.
Well, hopefully that prompts states like Texas and these other places that are losing money by people not wanting to come to their state.
I'm surprised they haven't, especially how big a state we are, how much money they could.
We're like the most red state there is, like, United States. I think we'd be the last to, even though we were the first, we fucking seceded from Mexico. We were so pussy to be like, nah, I think weed's still kind of bad. You know, it's a gateway drug.
But I just like, it's kind of like Colorado. Like the first, I think like 2 months of them doing that, they went out of debt.
Yeah, bro, they made so much money.
They went out of debt for once they. Yeah,
it was pathetic how much money they rolled in, dude.
When they did that, and I mean,
remember when Colorado was the only place?
Way more people than they do.
What was that, like 2010?
I don't know. I know it's went to like our little deal.
I think I was in high school.
The Supreme Court or whatever it is. I don't know. I don't keep up with.
I think I was in high school when that shit. It was the coolest thing. Like one of us finally legalized weed, and you can just go buy to the store for the first time. It was so crazy.
It is crazy. I love Colorado. It's the best state ever.
I've never been.
Dude, it's beautiful.
How is it?
It's beautiful. I love Colorado.
It looks cold all the time.
I mean,
like Chicago.
It can be, but it was great. I went fishing there.
Is it the best state ever?
I said one of the best states ever.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought you said the best state.
It is the best. I mean, I do love Texas, but I mean, out of all the states that I've been to, Colorado's been the best. I mean, I live here, so I mean,
well, you've been a few places.
I've been quite a few places, and Colorado was the best place. Seeing all the hot springs and all that, it was great. Cool. It was great. It was cool. Went fishing, caught me a pike and a smallmouth bass, something I've never caught before. Like catching that there, it was cool.
You hold it up in the picture?
Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Got to. I gotta take it.
I gotta go fishing one day, dude. I've never been fishing. I think I went fishing one time when I was real young. My cousin.
That was the blackest thing you've ever said.
That I've been fishing. No, black people fish is the fucked up thing. My family's just lazy.
They really do.
My family's just lazy. Oh, speaking of which, man, Hood Fishing Entertainment. Do you know anything about Hood Fishing Entertainment?
Fishing Entertainment? No,
bro,
I don't.
He's super big on Instagram, TikTok, everything. Black dude, big dreads, big wicks.
I was about to say yes, a big wicks.
He's one of the fun, and he's always got the big old chain and the gold slugs.
Yes, I have seen him.
He's the coolest. He's all positive. He's all just fun fishing. Get niggas in the hood to come out and fish. 790K followers, 790K on motherfucking Instagram. He got shot May 1st. Who the fuck would shoot this fool? Like, who would shoot this guy? He's one of the most positive, coolest motherfuckers. He should be on here catching fish and shit.
Did he die?
They using it in the hospital, and really, I guess he hasn't posted since.
I didn't know he got shot.
The guy that he partnered with, that he did this video right here, posted this saying like, he's okay. I've talked to the family. This was several weeks ago, so it's probably already took it off. I don't know, but he did say that he's alive. Right here, yeah. He's like, yeah.
Like I say all the time, we live in a fucked up world.
Fucked up, dude. Why the most positive people get the most hate, dog? They're really just trying to spread love and positivity and show you that you can get it out the mud. Like, he came from absolutely nothing, from Florida of all places. You know what I'm saying? A dark-skinned nigga in Florida.
I could have definitely said, if someone asked me, like, where do you think this guy's from? I definitely would have said that.
100%. He looks like he's from Florida. He looks like a Florida jit.
Yeah, he got them. What's his name?
Kodak
Black.
You got the wicks and slugs. That's real Florida.
Thick ones too.
If you watch the GTA 6 trailer, there's motherfuckers with wicks and slugs.
Dude, that was a crazy trailer I saw.
Oh my
god! When they dropped that trailer,
my heart pounds when I think about it.
At work, that game and stuff like that, they played it, and it looks crazy.
I just prayed to the Most High. I just prayed to the Most High that I'm alive to see it released. Please, Lord.
It's releasing next year.
Please, Heavenly Father, just get me there. I want nothing more.
I can only imagine how much money they're gonna make off that. It's gonna
multiple billion.
Well, this year is gonna this year is probably gonna break a record for for a game, and that's gonna be NCAA 25.
Oh, it's coming back this year.
Yeah, it's coming back. It's gonna drop soon.
It'll do well, but people will be pissed that it won't have some of the features from the old PS2 version. People are always gonna complain.
I don't know. I feel like
you think they'll clean it up?
I think it's gonna be like one of the biggest selling games we've had in a minute.
I wonder, is it EA Sports that's doing it?
I don't know.
That's who did all the old ones.
I was gonna say, I know that's who they did the old ones. I don't know if they still got it or not. I don't game.
Yeah. But you played those though.
I did play those when I was. I was like, I didn't really play them. I played them like when my brother would come over and he'd be like, "Hey, come game with me," and I'd play like a game, and I'm like, "Okay, I'm done." Like, I don't know how you're gonna sit here for hours and play football. Like, no, I don't want to do that. I'd play like one game with him, but after that, I'm like, no, I don't want to do. I'm not a gamer, dude.
If I turned Steam on this PC, you would turn into Michael Jackson. You would be wanting to relive your childhood.
Dude,
you'd be sitting here playing.
Steam?
Yeah, dude.
What is Steam?
Steam is just the kind of the gaming software now for PCs. If you want to play video games, you play through Steam. Y'all sell Steam decks?
Yeah.
Yeah, Steam, like Alienware Alpha, like a Steam box. They've passed through y'all shops for sure. That's where I first saw them.
Well, it tells you how much I pay attention to
what comes in the shop. This is a little icon right here. Steam. It's fucking the shit. They got all the games. Go on there, buy some shit. You get some free shit. There's all kind of shit on there. Steam's. I can't say Steam's the best. I don't know how. I don't know. PSN is pretty lit. I have Xbox Online, even though I'm playing on a PC. It's still Xbox Online, which is fucking lit because they have absolutely everything. Halo, fucking everything. But dog, you get back into gaming and you just realize how fun it is. And I'm a lot like you. I can play for an hour. I can play games for like an hour, but
no, I'm playing like one game and that's it.
I'll play a lot of UFC. I'll play like 2-3 fights. If I can beat a guy online, because I'm playing online, and so the fights take 10 minutes, So if I beat a guy twice, or 15 minutes, but it never takes that long. Either I'm getting my ass whooped or I'm asleep. I'm pretty fucking good. But if I get beat, I'm like, I'm done with this. And if I beat him twice, I'm like, you're not getting a rematch, bitch. I'm gonna take my dub and I'm gonna go to bed. So I really, yeah. And I only play GTA to listen to the music anymore. But I still be playing GTA.
I can only imagine what's about to be that soundtrack on the new one.
They better have some live ass shit.
I bet it's
GTA 5 has one of the best soundtracks. I think the best soundtrack of any game of all time. It's got Playboi Carti. It's got the Black Eyed Peas. It's got Stevie Wonder.
Aren't they like constantly
it's got
updating
Snoop
it
and
too,
Dre.
like adding songs to it?
Well, they had a handful of they kept adding stations that would interchange their songs. But the classic stations that they had when the game came out kept all their songs. But then they added more stations and more songs. Like Tyler the Creator has his own radio station on there. Flying Lotus has their own radio station. Frank Ocean has his own radio station on there. Playboi Carti has a lot of songs.
Who owns GTA?
Rockstar Games.
Rockstar
Games. But they cleaned the house after GTA 5 dropped. They fired their top executives. Leslie Benzies, who has been around since like GTA 3. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking over 20 years. Probably I think since even GTA
Is that a girl?
2 or 3. It's a guy. It's a super rich dude. And these two brothers, they make all the Rockstar games. If you play Warriors, if you play any old GTA, you'll see their two names. They're the something brothers. They always work together.
They're about to make some money whenever they drop GTA.
I don't know, man. It's like sometimes you got to think. Well, I agree with you 100%. I'm definitely buying it first day, 100%.
Everybody's gonna buy that.
Fuck yes, but
they got millions of views just the trailer.
You gotta wonder trailer since they're like cleaning house on like their top executives. What if they're the brain children of what's been going? You know what I mean? Apple hasn't been the same since Steve Jobs died. I don't want to see Leslie Benzies leave and then GTA never be as lit as it's been because I mean it's kind of my reason for living now. And GTA is kind of just it's my lifeline. I have children and shit, but I'm still GTA is my first love. It doesn't count if you don't laugh, dog. Now it sounds serious. That's not a loser. I know my poor baby. She's gonna watch this one day. Like, what the fuck is wrong?
I almost threw her name out, but
no, she's poor baby. She's popped up in an episode. Big head ass. She's always running in here.
She has.
She was over there listening to us last time.
Yeah, she'd be standing out.
I didn't see her
showing pictures and stuff.
She's a nut. She ran back over there on the last step, and she was like, "They're talking about poop." They're talking about their poop. I was like, what are we talking about? I don't even remember what we were talking about.
I was going to say a Billy Madison verse, but he called the shit poop.
I know that because of you. I heard you say it.
He called the shit poop.
Sometimes I quote it, and I've never even watched the movie.
That's what I said.
Because you said it so many times. But it's hilarious, man. No, I really hope the game is good. I hope the game is great. I hope the game right now is going well, dog.
Dude, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to look.
Yeah, huh? Yeah, crank it up, dog. Get that motherfucker going. I'm trying to see who wins. This has been such an exciting series, and I didn't even start watching.
We're in the second period right now. It is Dallas losing 4-2. Dallas is losing 4-2.
They've come back to win in this series.
I was about to say,
they were down 9.
It's crazy because like
game 3 of the last series.
They can score so much in such a little time. So
they just got to get hot, get on a run.
They really do.
They do move the ball so well. They do have great chemistry. I can't believe what I was saying earlier. They do have really great fucking chemistry. They move that ball well. I've seen so many alley oops.
So and don't text. I'm gonna throw Mike out on the podcast.
Yeah.
And I don't text him anymore about the Stars playing because every time I text him, they lose. So I gave up. And dude, this dude texted me the other night after their game at like 10:30 at night, 10:45. I did not think he would be up, and I wanted to text him because they won, and I was so pumped. And I'm like, dude, it's like And he's the type of person like he will get mad at you because
he
records them and he will go back and watch them. Like he's that person. So he doesn't want to know. Like, I'm like, dude, there is no way in hell that I'm gonna like not pay attention because like it's so hard not knowing if my team also
doesn't talk to anybody who is watching. So if he records, he could probably get away with it.
Like he will literally like,
and then you'll be on there like,
they played last night at 8 o'clock, so I didn't get to watch it. I watched the second half later. I was like, dude, what? Like, who does that? Like, who does that?
He's
like,
a diehard though.
He's a diehard, but there's no way I'm gonna record my team and go and watch them play the next day.
True. There's well, I would if I had something to do that night. I wouldn't make an excuse if I was like, if I got off 8 o'clock and I can go home and watch it.
He doesn't do anything. So I mean, yeah, I mean that's
true.
That is his life whenever they're playing.
He definitely could.
Besides his dogs,
sometimes I'll see I'll see a podcast come out that I've been like waiting on.
That's funny.
I'll skip a couple days.
That is funny.
Look, speak of the devil.
Look who just messaged me, Mike. that is hilarious. His ears were burning.
Yeah, bro. He's thinking about you.
Yep. So see, like
sometimes you look at the moon and you wonder if they're looking back at the same moon.
This just got so romantic.
The Stars have been doing so good, and I haven't caught a single game.
And
you've been watching?
I have.
Yeah.
I was about to say I have, and the only reason I didn't watch it tonight because we're doing the pod for y'all.
Yeah, man.
But no, I have been watching, and they've been balling out. They really have. But I'm very superstitious, and like every time I watch them, they lose. So I'll just put it on my TV and get on my phone and watch TikTok or something like that.
I hate that's me with betting.
And just listen to it, and then they win. So I'm like, okay, but if I watch it, then they start playing like crap, and I'm like, okay, I can't do this. So I'm superstitious.
Just shift the superstition, get a jersey, and then you'll wear the jersey, and they'll lose, and you'll be like, fuck, no, I gotta take the jersey off, and then they'll win the next game, and then you'll shift the superstition from watching to just the jersey.
So, hey, I'm okay with like listening to it in the background because I will listen to it and be like, oh, they scored, and then I'll turn around and be like, yeah.
Hell yeah, as long as you don't watch it.
As long as I don't watch it, I'm good. As long as it's playing in the background, I'm all right with it.
I gotta catch a game. I'm so excited, man.
I want to go to an actual game. Like I've never been to an actual game.
Actual hockey game?
I mean, I've been to the one when we had the Aviators here, but I've never.
That's cool.
Yeah, dude.
Was that our team?
Yeah, back in the day.
I knew nothing about this.
Yeah, you young, so you're young blood.
Like 2 years younger than you, a year and a half.
You're young blood, so.
All right, damn, Unc. All right, Unc. Tell me about the Aviators, Unc. Back in my day, no, it would be so.
But no, they used to have. Yeah, we had Aviators here, and dude, yeah, it was really cool. And I haven't been to the Dallas one. I do want to go to them. Like Mike is what got me into hockey.
Yeah.
And more sports need to be like hockey. Man, they fight. Like that's the only sport like you can fight and go to penalty for 2 minutes and then come back and you're back to playing again.
Nobody else encourages you to punch your teammate. Your opponent.
That's what I'm saying. Other sport, you get in a fight, you're gone for the game. Yeah. You're fined $100,000.
You might leave the league.
You're going to be suspended. You're going to be suspended for 3 games, 4 games. There's no telling. But hockey, man, you fight for 2 minutes. The dude falls to the ground. Y'all both go to the penalty box. 2 minutes later, you're all back out there playing.
That's live.
Sometimes they get in a fight, they'll get back up, shake each other's hands.
And then sportsmanship, right
dude,
there.
that is what
that's how I feel about the UFC.
Hockey.
Like
I love hockey, man. It's like he grew to make me love hockey. Like
hell yeah.
How he talked about it, showed me about it, taught me about hockey. Cause like I didn't know like what icing was. I didn't know like all the different stuff that you had to do in hockey.
Are they playing the Penguins right now?
Who?
The Dallas Stars?
No, they're playing I believe the Oilers.
Oh, so the Penguins are out?
Yeah,
the Penguins on the other side.
Yeah, they're playing the Oilers.
I heard they were doing pretty good for a while. The Penguins. My buddy told me last week.
I am a Sidney Crosby fan.
Yeah?
Yeah,
he's really nice.
I do love Sidney Crosby. I follow the Penguins for him, so I get the updates on the Penguins. Like that.
I'm more of a Swarovski guy.
So, Swarovski.
Yeah, you know. Crystal Swarovski. I don't know.
No, dude, it's
I don't know.
It's a great sport, and more sports need to be like them. you need to let two people fight, and then if one of them falls to the ground, then it's over with, and then let them keep going, dude.
There's been a couple nice fights in baseball.
Oh yeah.
Baseball's had some really legendary,
and they're honestly not as bad as the other sports, because like if you get in a fight, you're usually suspended for like a game.
Yeah,
like they're normally not as bad. Like they'll get in a fight, because the thing about them is like once one person gets in a fight, all 50 of them get in a fight, because they're all run out there and they fight. And then so it's kind of hard to see who's all fighting, and it's usually just the two people that threw hands first that get in trouble, and then everybody else doesn't.
Isn't there a video of LeBron chasing somebody like down the court? Or I think he was being chased by someone.
I don't know.
He's like walking down the court, and the guy's like chasing him, trying to get around to LeBron.
Trying to get to him. I can't think of what his
DeMarcus Cousins.
No, he's a dude that's not a big.
It was a physically big guy.
Yeah, he's a big guy, but no, dude, I can't remember what his name was. But dude, yeah, I wouldn't want to fight him. LeBron definitely didn't want to fight him, because he ran away quick. LeBron's not a fighter. He's not a fighter at all. I bet that dude's never been a fighting day in his life.
LeBron?
Yeah. I bet LeBron never been.
And if he a lot of money on his body, I'm sure he has
been in a fight, I guarantee it one of his friends fought for him. He's one of those people, I feel like.
I've been seeing the funniest clips of LeBron. I might have talked about this already, but LeBron on Twitter, about how just him. Well, no, I think the clip I showed was him, like AI making up stories. He'll be like, so I was with my friend Adolf, and I was like, are you sure you want to battle on the Western battle on two fronts?
I think you showed me that on something.
But yes, on here I did. But now there's compilations of him just fabricating shit, or just like a lot of times he'll just like Me Too some shit. He'll do that barbershop show where it looks like they're in a barbershop, but they're all just chit chatting.
Yeah, and don't they do a barbershop?
I think they might actually do a barbershop.
I'm pretty sure they do a barbershop.
But it's like NBA players. It's like celebrities and shit all the time. Lil Nas X went on there and admitted was talking about being gay. I think that's what I remember the most about that show. I don't even know if it's still going on. But he's on that show, and somebody's like, hard work and dedication is that's what I live by. And LeBron's just like, yeah, I say that every day. I tell myself that every day. It's like, why do you just want to like tag along on this other guy's idea? And it's just a compilation on Twitter of him doing this, just kind of going. And then I
do love LeBron's pod. I hate.
Have you still been watching that? JJ Redick and LeBron.
I have, and I feel like, dude, they're talking about too. JJ might be the new head coach for the Lakers.
What? Jason Kidd's been doing great at Dallas. I mean, he's been doing it, but Jason Kidd's been showing his ass at Dallas. I think more players need to be coaches.
I was about to say
Steve Kerr.
He's the knowledge for his game. I feel like he's going to be extremely good if he does go there.
That'd be crazy. JJ Redick coaching the Lakers. He was never.
He's already got a huge foot in
right?
No, he's already got a huge foot in the door just because he's got a podcast with LeBron. So
that's true. LeBron's.
But they're talking about, even Stephen A. and all them are talking about, like, he's definitely league candidate for getting the job for it.
All I know of him is his highlights, because I don't watch any
he's
Get
good.
Up or anything anymore.
He's a great 3-point shooter. I'm like, one of the best.
But he does stand his ground in an argument when he's up there.
But dude, he's so smart. I love listening to him as a commentator, because the dude is extremely smart. Like, he will spit so much knowledge towards you.
I appreciate you bringing that back up, because I've been sleeping on that fucking podcast, and I do.
You need to go check it out.
I need to check
it out. Like, and especially like basketball. Like I feel like I've said it before. Like, more kids that are getting into basketball, or if you just love basketball like me too, like, it's a great pod to listen to, because like, dude, they teach you so much knowledge about the game and what they used to call plays. Like, oh, we used to run wolf, like, and this is how it was. It was we'd put it like that'd be one of our presses or something like that. Like, it's pretty cool. Like, just the knowledge that they spit about basketball.
Fucking Coach Carter, Delilah.
Yeah, pretty. Like, how many girlfriends you had back in the day, Coach?
Yeah. I love this clip of LeBron with 2 Chainz, and he's acting like he invented a deluxe album. And he's like, how about that? How about you drop one album, and it'll have about 12 songs or something. And then, about a week later or so, let that simmer a little while. 1 week, 2 weeks later, you come back, you say, hey, appreciate y'all coming on this ride with me. here's 2 more songs. And then fucking 2 Chainz is like, yeah, that's a good idea. Like, motherfucker, it's a deluxe album.
I love it. I do like 2 Chainz.
2 Chainz is great.
And dude, I used to love his show he had on Netflix about when he was cooking like pot and stuff like that, and he would smoke on there.
2 Chainz' most expensive shit.
Bro, it was so hilarious.
You remember he got too high off of like the food?
And the producer came on there and she's like, hey, like no more.
Yeah.
Like he didn't know, like he's like holding it and he was like, dude, he didn't know what to do because
he was smoking like joint with like crazy amount of THC.
It had it like laced on the deal, and dude, he was just out of it, and he was like, just like sitting there, like didn't know what to, didn't even say nothing or anything like that. And plus they're cooking with THC, and yeah,
I feel like any normal person would have had a panic attack.
Oh yeah, dude.
2 Chainz is just like the fucking weak guy. They did I think it was like Conan or somebody. Jimmy Fallon had Lil Wayne and 2 Chainz on a couple months ago because they just released an album in March or February, a joint album, Wayne and 2 Chainz. So they're like, how'd y'all meet? All the shit. And he's like, well, used to come to, well, I think Lil Wayne made 2 Chainz tell the story. But anyways, when he would come to Atlanta, he'd need weed. He just called 2 Chainz. So he get weed from 2 Chainz and he started him rapping. Duffel Bag Boy. Remember that?
Oh,
song?
Yeah.
So, which is pretty legit. The motherfuckers just come up, But the album was, it was pretty good. I listened to some of it. I can't even stand. I didn't listen to the whole album. It was pretty good. It had its moments, but it was a 45-year-old nigga album. It was cool, but it's like listening to Dr. Dre now. It's like cool, but I think these are my heroes, but I don't want to hear y'all shit no more.
Stick to producing.
Stick to bringing up the young. Well, Lil Wayne is also a great ESPN announcer. He goes on there.
I just can't take him. Like I do like listening to him on there, but I can't take him serious because the dude tries to dress up and everything like that. And it's just, I'm like, dude, I can't take him serious with his dreads barely hanging on by a thread. And then he's trying to
talk about the goat like that.
Then he has like a bow tie on with like a little, like, he's like a little preppy white boy out there.
He does still dress like he's in My Chemical Romance.
Yeah. And then, dressing like a little preppy boy because he got a bow tie. He's got a little blazer on. And it's like 10 sizes too big for him.
But that shit expensive though.
Oh, I'm not saying that it's not, but like, bro, you got all that money. Fix some dreads.
He could get some extensions. Hey, I support the nigga for keeping his natural shit,
dude. They are now.
If you're not gonna cut them off,
I'm not black, of course, but like, can't you like get them things twisted so like they're not like hanging on by a thread?
Well, he always had them. It's just he's losing his top. It's just receding. So now it's just like, do you cut the ones that are just hanging on, or do you try to let them last as long as? I mean, he's had those dreads forever.
Oh yeah,
dreadlock dudes. They don't, unlike myself, they don't cut their shit for life.
Yeah, you do cut yours.
Sometimes I regret cutting mine.
Hey, it's getting back there.
Yeah, I got braids under here. Don't fucking be fooled, dog. It's coming back. But
yeah, I didn't know we were gonna be back on with Unk on here again.
Yeah, Skip.
Unk's back.
Let me tell you something, Skip. But I am glad to be going through this triple-digit summer without those heavy ass dreads on my neck.
Oh, I was like, what? Do not say that. Like, dude, I am already hating
No, I just mean without the dreads weighing me down.
It's been so hot.
It's been
especially with all this rain and then on top of hot. Like, dude,
it was raining this morning and then it reached 100 degrees.
Bullets.
I was sweating when we started this. I was drenched.
Dude, the humidity has been unreal. I feel like we talked about on last week. I feel like I'm in Shreveport, Louisiana. I don't like it, man. Like it's not. I'm not built for that. Like I'm built for our heat, but I'm not built for the humid heat. I'm not built for that. There was a dude that came in yesterday. He was from the Caribbeans.
Oh yeah.
And he was like, man, I thought I knew what hot was until I came to Texas. He was like, dude, y'all's hot it's deadly. It's way worse than our hot. I'm like, dang, saying that from the Caribbeans,
right? Aren't they really close to the equator?
Dude, I feel like they would be crazy hot there. And that's like me and Corey are like looking at each other like, dang, no joke. And he was like, yeah, y'all's hot is way different than our hot. In which I believe that because
they do have a big ocean right there.
I do believe that because like when I went to Philadelphia that one time, like this is different, but like their cold is way different than our cold. Like their cold up there is bone chilling cold. Like our cold is
really?
It's like
Philly?
I love cold weather. And I like here it gets cold, but like it's just cold. Like they're bone chilling cold. Like I get why they wear them big puffy jackets and everything like that, because you have to be up there. Like, dude, it is so cold, it's unreal.
Dudes in Philly. I mean, I've never been to Philly. I guess I didn't imagine Philly being cold.
Like when I went to Philly, I had to buy a jacket when I was there, because like my jackets, because I just have like these little thinner jackets, like what you would wear here in Texas. Like you don't have to wear no puffy big jackets. And dude, I had to go buy me a big puffy North Face jacket when I was there.
You went and bought one?
Dude, I had to. Like, dude, it was so cold. Like I couldn't get warm. Like, dude, it was like literally to your bone cold.
That sucks,
dude. It was so cold, so
That's
cold.
how Colorado looks, or Chicago. Like, but
Colorado wasn't. I mean, it wasn't that cold.
That's what
especially
Jake told me
like when I went skiing and stuff like that. Like, dude, you get so hot. Like, I took my jacket off when I was skiing up there and everything like that. Like, no, it's like it's cold, but like not bone chilling cold.
Yeah,
like it's cold. It's kind of like here. It's cold, but not like there's like, dude. It's different.
Yeah,
I guess because you're so close to water and like the coldness and I don't know, dude. I really don't know, but yeah, it is cold.
I understand though. Our heat is different. Our heat is different than a lot of other places.
It's a dry heat. It's a dry heat here.
Hell yeah.
And a lot of people aren't used to that. It's kind of like when I went to Streetport, like it would be like 90 degrees there, so it's not like hot, but their humidity takes it to like, I'm like, dude, I can't deal with y'all's heat. Like, like you're from Texas, like you're used to 105. I'm like, I am, but like I'm not used to this humidity with it.
Yeah,
dude, it's different.
My wife's family's from California, and her mom says when they came here, the first thing she noticed was how red all the dirt was. Just all the dirt's red, and it's something I don't even really consider. Something we don't really think about. Until you go somewhere else where it's like brown. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all's dirt?
What is wrong with y'all's dirt?
Y'all shit is fucked up. Y'all need some rain or something. You know?
Yeah.
That's how it be, dog.
You got anything else, my boy?
No, man. I think we covered all the bases. UFC 302 this Saturday. I cannot be more excited.
You gonna watch it?
I have to watch it. Even if I'm watching it on my phone in the car, I have to watch it.
Well, I'll definitely be watching it.
Hell yeah.
Be sitting naked in my beanbag chair eating Cheetos watching it, but I'll be there watching
That's
it.
the best way to watch it. Thank y'all for watching the Pod MC. We back in this fucking thing. And
till next time, man.
Till next time, watching basketball. We're watching basketball tonight.
Yeah, he ain't watching basketball.
I'm gonna watch the last quarter. That's usually what I do.
Basketball's not on tonight.
I thought you started playing right now.
Dallas Stars. That's hockey. We're in hockey.
See,
this is like
I ain't watching that.
We got a sports podcast, and this dude.
I'll watch sports, but hockey, you're swinging for the fence.
Till next time.
Till next time.